Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Ryan Marra of Brown Baseball. How's it going, man?
Good. Thanks for having me, Casey.
So kind of talk about, just getting ready for the season again. It's right around the corner, and how excited are you?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I've never been as excited for a season as I am this year. We just have a great group of returners, a great group of guys. It's almost like these next 3 weeks of just inter squatting, doing live at bats. It's like you just want to get out there and play another team already. So we're all ready for the season to start.
So kind of go back 12 months to the start of last season. That was actually, your first taste of college baseball in a way. Um, obviously, of course, COVID put the pause on the first 2 years of your baseball career. Um, but overall, just to go through last year, what was that just like to get the experience? Because I know that probably a lot of your friends already, played and from other teams and stuff. But just what was it like to get the experience of finally playing college baseball?
Yeah, it was awesome. And it was kind of crazy. Only one person on our roster last year didn't have 4 years of eligibility. Everyone else either redshirted their freshman year due to injury or just they weren't going to get playing time. So it was just a brand new experience for us all. And it was definitely trial by fire. We had a really talented team. It took us a little while to get going. By the end, we won, I think, 8 of our last 9. And now we have that same team coming back this year, and every single person has got a year under their belt, got summer ball under their belt, and we're ready to pick up, like I said, right where we left off, winning 8 of our last 9 games, and we're going to get that rolling right into the spring.
So kind of talk about just getting ready for this year. I know that you talked about just how excited you are. What's just different about this year than any other years that you've gotten ready, whether it's whether you were in high school or whether you were in you know college or playing summer ball, or what's just makes this year different?
I would say what makes this year different is just I've never been on a team that's such a whole unit as this team. We're 1 through 9. You believe in everybody that they can get whatever job done that they need to get done. We all understand our roles on the team. We've embraced them and we've thrived with them. We have a team that's really selfless and really like willing to do anything to win. Like that's what we want to do. Obviously, we want to go out there, be the best version of ourselves. But at the end of the day, we're going out there and we're going out there to win, and we're going out there to win the Ivy League.
Yeah. So I know that you have, with the 2 years that you obviously didn't get a chance to play, you do have some extra years of eligibility left, but this is your senior. This is your kind of your last go around, because I know there's some bigger things ahead for you in terms of what you want to do for a career.
Yeah. So there were opportunities to continue in graduate school. A lot of my teammates are doing that same thing. And it's definitely a great opportunity for these players who've got their time taken away from COVID. But for me, my plans are to go to medical school next year. So it's just a little tough to extend me playing college baseball in a graduate program that doesn't necessarily help me towards medical school. And it's a lot of time and a lot of money. So I've come to the decision, and it's not an easy decision, but this is going to be it for me. And then on to med school next year.
Yeah, it's just I mean, living out here on the East Coast and all that stuff, and just what made you want to get into the medical side of things?
Yeah, I really don't have one single answer for you. I have no parents who are doctors, no families who are doctors. I just think I really love stuff that you can understand. Like I don't like theoretical stuff. I like stuff I can see on paper. And medicine is something that, as advanced as it is, it's something that you can apply and you can see results to. On top of all that, I just think it's incredible, just the way you can help people, the way you can like continue people's lives in a matter like, to put it blatantly, but it's true. It's just an incredible field, an incredible career, and it's just something that's always sparked my interest.
Yeah. So remind many people about what position you play, and just overall, just kind of tell a little bit about how you kind of got into the sport.
Yeah, I'm a first baseman. I've been the first baseman on the team last year and years before. In high school, I was a little bit more of a pitcher and outfielder and a first baseman, but definitely found my home at first base in college. I got into baseball probably the same way every kid did, was just going to their rec field and playing t-ball in some little, organized league. But I just stuck with it. I just really liked it. And the older you get, some kids kind of shy away from it because it's not a sport where you succeed all the time. But I think that's kind of what drew me closer to it, was just my competitive nature and always wanting to do better and better. But the game doesn't let you always succeed. So just striving to be, the best I can, while also realizing that, sometimes it's not going to be enough. It's just an amazing game that way.
So you talk about the good stretch that you had toward the end of the season. What's it going to take for you to get to where you guys need to go?
Yeah, I think what it's going to take, it just comes down to our core principles of the team: brotherhood, integrity, and gratitude. We're going to need to go out there and we're going to need to play as one unit. We can't have any individuals on the team. We're all going to need to go out there together. And we're just going to need to be grateful. We're just going to need to enjoy the experience, because a lot of us have known, whether or not being college or high school, we know what a season feels like to be taken away. We take every moment on that field for granted. And we're just going to go out there and we're just going to have fun, and we're going to compete harder than anybody else and know that we want it more than them, and that's all we can control. If we do that, good things are going to happen.
This is also kind of like, and obviously you mentioned that this is also it for you, for you personally. I don't think there's any better year of, I'm gonna. Is this just like I'm just gonna do whatever I want, whatever I can, because I don't know, I'm not gonna do this again.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna go out there and have fun, really. It's a game that can get you down. It's a game that can frustrate you. I'm gonna go out there and build up my teammates and help in any way I can. And I know that whatever happens with my individual performance, that's in the back of my mind. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna enjoy the game. I'm gonna help my team win, and I'm gonna help my other teammates, enjoy the game as well. And I know the right things are gonna happen.
What has baseball done for you in your life?
It's done everything. Let's just put it this way: I wouldn't be at an Ivy League school if it weren't for baseball. It's got me just to this amazing school. It's helped me meet the most amazing people in my life. It's really showed me just, how to be resilient, how to be a competitor. Just like I was saying, it's a sport where you fail more than not. It's a sport that, can beat you up sometimes, but so many life lessons can be learned through it. And you definitely learn how to be resilient. You definitely learn how to take every little win as you can and build off that. And, more than that, you just learn like what it means to grow up. You learn what it means to be a man, be in the real world. Because when I came in here and who I am now is a totally different person.
How have you changed since you've gotten to college?
I've definitely like to think I've become a lot more mature, in the sense that I've come to understand that, success isn't going to happen all the time. It's a really tough learning curve coming, being a senior in high school. You're at a Division I program. You're probably one of the best players on your team. And now, you're a freshman. You're like small fish in a big pond again. So I've just kind of come to embrace working hard. I've come to embrace the hustle, but I've also come to embrace just, you know, not being maybe the boastful freshman I was once before. Cause yeah, it's just not how I play the game anymore. I play the game a lot more passively. I play the game a lot more calm, but that doesn't necessarily mean you don't play the game with more competitiveness.
Um, Going into really this year, it's just like I mean, the game has really kind of taught you everything that you've kind of learned. But what has just this place has done? Just more has this place done more for you than you ever thought it would?
Yeah, I don't really think people understand how much um, being part of a college baseball team affects your life when you're committing. Like, you might kind of think it's like high school, you show up, you swing, you hang out with your team a little bit and that's it. But in college, I have my four teammates right around me in the hallway. Like, I live with these people 24/7. Like, they become your family. Like, it truly becomes your life. And, just being at a place like Brown where everyone's so supportive, I'm just in an amazing institution. I couldn't ask for more.
Let's see. What are you gonna remember most about your time playing college baseball?
Hmm. What I'm going to remember most is actually an off-season trip we took this year to the Dominican as a team. It was one of the most influential trips on my life. Just getting to immerse myself in the baseball culture down there. The way those guys love the game, they play the game no matter the circumstances, and just their enjoyment for the game. That was definitely the most influential trip for me in my 4 years at Brown.
How do you? Let me ask you this. I know. How do you stay like? how do you stay, mentally sharp and stuff throughout, like, the ups, the downs, and all that?
Yeah. Me personally, I wouldn't call it mentally sharp. I might call it like stable. You almost want to say, like, you don't want to get in those highs. You don't want to get in those lows because baseball's so many of those. You can be 4 for 4 one day, 0 for 4 the next. And if you let yourself kind of ride that roller coaster of emotion, it's never going to end well. I just try to stay constant. I try to stick to my routine. I try to think the same things before every at bat, and I just kind of give it up. I don't really put any pressure on myself. I just enjoy the game. I just have fun, and I know the results will happen.
And then and then just last thing, what most are you looking forward to, in this final year, and what would it mean to win the Ivy League this year?
It would mean everything. I'm most looking forward to just playing with this amazing group of guys one last time. Like I said, I do everything with them on the field, off the field. They truly are my brothers. And just getting to go out there, compete with them, celebrate with them, ride the highs and the lows with them. I just think that going out there, winning this Ivy League championship is something we deserve because of all the work we put in. And I truly believe that it's something that we've put ourselves in a good opportunity to do.
Well, Ryan, Marra, thanks for coming on here, and best of luck this season. We'll definitely have you on again sometime.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Casey. I really enjoyed this.